How you guys doing? So, I had some thoughts and I wanted to share them. Um, it's interesting because I guess like my growth for YouTube. I don't really care that it's really slow, because I just started. Um, Something that's just very interesting for me is my feelings toward it all. My friends want to hear my music, yet I'm very protective over it and I don't really want to share it. And I feel bad because I'm like, oh, maybe I'm finally at the point to share it because I'm sharing it on the internet. But there's just some kind of form of peace on having strangers to hear your deepest thoughts rather than your friends or family. And I also feel like creative expression is something so vulnerable that sometimes I just don't really know if I want to share it, if I can share it. And then, in a sense, I also like the void. I do kind of like the void because at one point, for example, with Instagram or with TikTok, I had like 4,000 followers, which is not necessarily that much, but it's still changing you, right? Like, I still felt like, oh, there's actually like people watching me and people commenting, and that's also very interesting. But I will say, there's gonna be one day that these videos kind of will matter. If I get the right audience, and I feel like it's not. What I said, I don't mind the void, and I feel like the moment when I invite my friends and family in there, they're gonna be the ones standing in front, and I'm just looking at them while being as creative as I can, which creativity comes with, like good things and bad things, and I don't really want them to be the first one to look at it. And I also don't want to be reliant on their support, which is kind of weird to say, but that is kind of the thing. But then also the conflicting part is if I don't feel their support, I don't, in a way, I will be very disappointed because I do feel like I would support them regardless of whatever, and I know they would. But yeah, it's still a very intimate thing. Um, so that's what I want to share. One day these things will matter, and I hope that the algorithm picks it up and find me the right people. And if they don't, then I think it's really important for me to sit down and really say to myself, I'm doing this for myself and not for external validation. But I feel like sometimes it's really hard to tell yourself these kind of things when secretly we're all kind of craving some form of validation. But I remember really good that my father, he's a guitarist, and he was just like, nobody's listening to my album. I put my heart and soul in it, and I'm the only one who's listening to it. And it's hard to kind of like to do something that you put your soul in, and you do want to get appreciated for it. And then at the same time, you do it for yourself, but if you don't get any form of validation for it, that's also painful thing because you poured your heart and soul into it and you're ready to share it with people, and then you don't get a response from it. Anyway, those are some thoughts of mine. Never quit your creative process, people. uh, and I hope I won't as well. I hope it won't demotivate me. Okay, bye.